The chaotic second Republican debate just concluded, and I'll go over my immediate rankings. That's coming up here on the Jonathan Lovegrove YouTube channel. Well, the second debate is finished. It literally just concluded, and I'm up here in the studio to analyze the results. It was long, and it was chaotic. It was loud. Honestly, the moderators didn't impress me very much. It seemed drawn out. Some of the questions seemed a little off, a little unprofessional. But we made it through the debate, a very lively debate. And I'm going to start by going through my rankings. I'll start at the bottom of the stack, and I'll work my way up. In last place, number 7, Mike Pence. Pence comes across as old school, boring, and he just talks slow. It takes him so long to get out a point. In addition, he really seemed like an old school politician. There was one point where he really dodged a question. Listen to the moderator's response.
Bars. You're going to meet that. Justice in this system.
But does that mean Obamacare is here to stay?
Well, thank you for reiterating the question, because I'd love to answer it. Look.
I think that moment right there really played into this narrative that Mike Pence is just old school politician, and I think that's really making him forgettable and somewhat annoying. In number 6, we have Christie, who made it his mission to attack Trump. Now, I'll leave it up to you to decide if those attacks were effective. Let's roll the clip, the famous Donald Duck clip.
And I want to look at that camera right now and tell you, Donald, I know you're watching. You can't help yourself. I know you're watching, okay? And let me tell you what's going to happen. You keep doing that, no one up here is going to call you Donald Trump anymore. We're going to call you Donald Duck.
Honestly, an attack like that seems amateur to me. It seems unprofessional, and it really seems like it won't make a difference. But Christie's trying. Is it worth his effort? I really don't know. In number 5, I have Nikki Haley. I had high expectations for Haley in this debate. In the first debate, she performed very well. But in this debate, she just seemed combative. She really started attacking Tim Scott. Listen to this clip right here, where she confronts Tim Scott.
You voted
he has
for,
made sure that the
you
borders are
actually
open
asked
and they
for a
haven't done
gas
anything.
tax
Look at
increase in
everything
South
that's
Carolina.
happened. 12 years. Where have you been? Where
I
have
voted
you
no
been,
on
Tim?
all. I voted on most of those things.
We've waited,
I have voted
and nothing has happened.
Here's what you've
12
done.
Years.
The quote there is, "Where have you been, Tim?" Another quote from the night was, "Bring it, Tim." And to be honest, Fox did set it up, but at the same time, Haley and Scott took the bait, and it created some good TV. They're both somewhat popular in South Carolina, and to have this divide, they're just hurting each other's chances. In number 4 is Tim Scott. Tim Scott was loud this debate. In the first debate, he didn't talk much. In this debate, he really edged his way into the conversation. One interesting point during this debate was when he confronted Ron DeSantis on curriculum. Check out this clip.
You oppose to these new standards. What is your message for Governor DeSantis?
There is not a redeeming quality in slavery. He and Kamala should have just taken the one sentence out.
Now, the interesting thing there is that Tim Scott is actually taking a similar position to Kamala Harris, which DeSantis has pointed out. So I really don't think Tim Scott getting out there more worked well for him. Tim Scott's whole narrative is this likable guy who's enthusiastic and positive. And I think that combative nature with DeSantis and Haley and even Vivek, those combative moments didn't go too well for him. In third place, Vivek Ramaswamy. In the first debate, Vivek was loud and he went on the offense. In this debate, he was a little more laid back, but the other candidates attacked him with the same strength. Now, there was a big moment between Vivek and Nikki Haley. Vivek recently got TikTok. He's making the argument that's how he's planning to reach young people. Well, Haley responded and really went on the offense. Check out this clip.
Social media apps that we could have. And what you've got, I honestly, every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say. Because I can't believe that here you've got a TikTok situation. What they're doing is...
That right there is the famous quote of the night. Nikki Haley, I feel dumber. Really, I think Vivek did all right. He tried to tone it down some, which I think was the right route to take. The problem is, by lowering the intensity, it opened him up for more attacks. So I think it was not an ideal night for Vivek, but not awful either. In second place, we have Doug Burgum. But if you're a Burgum fan, don't get excited. While Burgum did well, I don't think he's going to change his standing in the polls. I don't think it was a game changer. But the reason I rank Burgum so high was that he actually answered the questions. He would be asked a question and he would answer it with straightforward and policy. And he was one of the only candidates who did that consistently through the whole debate. So I rank him second, but nothing notable. And in first place, Ron DeSantis. I think this was about the perfect night for DeSantis. Let's start with his attack on Trump. Let's roll that clip.
And you know who else is missing in action? Donald Trump is missing in action. He should be on this stage tonight. He owes it to you to defend his record where they added $7.8 trillion to the debt. That set the stage for the inflation that we have now.
Now, it was a good decision for DeSantis to attack Trump. If DeSantis wants to win this race, he needs to take down the frontrunner. But the other smart move was not to linger on Trump. He attacked Trump, then moved on. He moved on to talking about policy in Florida. But then right at the end of the debate, he had a really good moment when a moderator asked the candidates to choose another candidate on a whiteboard to kind of kick out of the primary. Check out this moment.
Please use your marker to write your choice on the notepad in front of you. 15 seconds. Starting now, of the people on the stage, who should be? I'm absolutely serious.
With all due respect, I mean, we're here, like, we're happy to debate, but I think that that's disrespectful to my fellow competitors.
Nobody wants to participate.
Let's do some questions. Let's talk about the future of the country.
The DeSantis response was excellent there. He seemed like he was in charge, he took leadership, and I think that's the impression I got from DeSantis during this debate. I rank him first because he had an excellent debate performance. So right there is the second Republican debate. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Before you leave, check out this video of Vivek Ramaswamy.